All right, so this is the pre-roll here.
All right.
I did the pre-roll on the last episode, and you could see my socks here. My socks aren't long enough.
No, it's good. I cut my pants, so that's why you can see mine.
Mine, I need to get longer socks. I need to get longer socks or something.
Where do you have the ankle socks?
Are these sexy? This isn't very sexy, right?
What?
When you see the
Well, look at
yours comes up. You don't see the skin.
No, but see if mine goes up a little higher, you will. My socks go up to about right here, I guess. I know some people have the socks that like the ankles, but I have boots on, so it's probably different.
Yeah, these are the, what do you call these? Above the ankle. Yeah,
so they have the ankle socks, and then they have. So me and my girlfriend were over at Stance. Stance has really good socks.
Stance is a shop, is a store?
Yeah. So it's a store and very comfortable socks. So we were at Disneyland and for some reason my girlfriend decided to wear her Vans, the slip-ons, the checkered shoes, and with just very light ankle sock. Well, you're walking around all day. And she's like, my feet are killing me. I need to get, socks. So we went into a store by Disneyland right there, and they had Stance. Ever since then, she loves Stance. They're real good. They're a little expensive, but very good quality. They do have like the size chart of all their socks. So the ankle, then they have the half ankle, I guess what you would say, and then quarter, and then full. I don't know.
Yeah, I like the thick socks. But sometimes, you can't wear them. You wear them and, are you a sock person? You wear socks through the house? Or are you barefoot?
No, I go barefoot, but we have, my girlfriend has a rule. We have sandals just for the house. Like Old Navy $5 sandals are just to be worn in the house. If they walk outside, they get thrown away.
They get thrown away.
Yeah.
I'm a shoe wearer in the house now. If friends are over. But if I'm all alone, I'm a socks person.
No, I usually, a lot of times I go barefoot. But she's like, get your chanclas on. She's like, I put those on. I'm like, fuck, okay, whatever.
I love those rules, the relationship rules that you guys only have, just you two, when you're living with somebody. You guys live together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys always have like rules and stuff. And things they're comfortable with and things you compromise.
Yeah, she's more the stickler than I am. Like I'd walk around barefoot, it's not a big deal, but she is like very like, you can't wear your outside shoes in the house. Like I have my sandals that I wear to the beach or to our pool. Can't wear those in the house. They are strictly outside only. If you wear them, it's just like, it's very. I even bring my indoor sandals when we go on vacation for the hotels.
Oh right! No, wow. That's next level.
So
taking it to
so we had to bring them there too, which I probably understand because you got to, in our place, it's just us.
Yeah.
You go to a hotel, you got people.
You don't know who was there before.
You know who the hell's people? Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are. No idea.
Yeah. I never walk barefoot in a hotel.
No. I know.
Oh, our AC has turned off. That means we can start the show.
Sweet.
That was the pregame.
Okay.
I don't know if we'll add it. We'll leave it on. But I did an intro video last night.
Okay.
I made a quick intro because all the podcasts have intro videos, and I was like, you know what? I got to join this intro video thing going on. Like a little flashy video. I'm like, but what can I do? I just took a little video and I shot around.
Is this room. So? Is it? You mean for like the clickbait?
Right before the podcast starts, they do like ding, 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 and some graphics come up and all this stuff. I was like, I want to do that. That's our new intro. So I think we'll just this is the start of the new episode here. We're going to start right here.
Let's do it.
Does this feel right?
Yeah.
You feeling it right here?
I'm good right here.
We're going to do it. We're going to start it. Okay. This is HYPNOPOD episode 10. You are here for the milestone, number 10 of probably thousands of episodes. Welcome, my good friend, Fred DiBella.
DiBella.
See, DiBella.
DiBella.
And good guy, Known you for quite a while.
Yeah.
And how did we meet? Do you remember how we met?
It was probably at the gym.
At the gym.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know when. It's when I lived in Glendale.
Yeah.
And it was at the 24. I think that was like the big gym.
Yeah.
Right on brand right there.
Yeah. And then we got to talking about photo shoots. And I was like, hey, I rent my house out for photo shoots. And then you had a photographer who contacted me and said, hey, I want to rent out. And you actually came out and did a photo shoot here at my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I rent my house out to, a lot of people know, I rent my house out to photo shoots and yeah, you guys came over. And then the cool thing is that you came over, and after the photo shoot, you contacted me like, hey man, did I forget my glasses? And I looked all over the house. I couldn't find your glasses. And then I, like 3 months after that, I'm like, I opened up one of my couches and I found these glasses. I'm like, hey, are these yours? You're like, that, yeah. And we became best buds after that. Thank you for being here. Yeah, what does it feel? This is your first podcast ever?
This is legit my very first podcast. I've always wanted to be on a podcast because I watch them so much. And I'm like, I want to be on a podcast. And that's why when you asked me, I'm like, why not? This is perfect.
Yeah, you get to talk and let your feelings out. And I found that you could just be honest. Mm-hmm. Just, you got insecurities, you talk about them. Like, you don't like your nose or something like me. I got made fun of my nose. I just talk about it.
So my nose is crooked. And for a while, it kind of bugged me. But now I just look at it, it gives me character.
Yeah.
So
yeah, as you get older, you start loving your nose. And the more masculine it is, the better.
Yeah.
So how does it feel to be the second sexiest man in Los Angeles? First being me, of course. You can't compete with this.
Well, just to be in that conversation as sexiest man is an honor in itself.
Yeah.
So I really can't complain.
Yeah. So what our viewers want to know, what does it feel like to be sexy? What is it? How does it feel? You walk down the street, how does it feel?
Well, sexy to me is being confident. Mm-hmm. So if you're not confident, then you're probably not sexy because then you're not feeling it.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And you work as a model?
Model, actor. I bartend private parties.
Oh.
Yeah. So I do the three things that women hate. Women in LA who want to date, they don't date the guy who does the bartender, who does the acting, who does the modeling. They hate that.
Yeah, that's why when we first met, I was it was when I was going to the gym. I don't go to the gym anymore. I gave it up. You're able to keep up. You probably go into the gym before you got here.
I did go to the gym. So I have a gym at my place. I went downstairs, worked out, and actually I even have my gym clothes with me to possibly go again. I'm such a gym addict freak that even on vacation, I look at the hotel gym before booking the hotel. I have to work out. To me, fitness never stops. I don't care if I'm on vacation or not. I have resistance bands that I brought with me before. So like today, I even mapped how far 24-hour fitness is from here.
Are you still at the same one?
No. So, well, way back when Glendale, I still go to Glendale again now.
Yeah.
But when I lived in Glendale, that was the closest one. And I would switch off between there and North Hollywood. But now that I'm in the arts district, I like to go to Hit the Bag. Right. And very few of them have punching bags now. So Glendale has a couple of them. The Hollywood gym, which is the closest one to here, used to have 3. Now they have 1. So it kind of sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. The funny thing is the reason I met you there was I was dating a girl in Glendale and she had a 24-hour fitness membership. Mm-hmm. And she's like, why don't you go with me? I'm like, my membership won't work there. I was trying to get out of it. I ended up going there that one day. And then we met, and that was fun. It was meant to be, because I would have never talked to you. You were like, yeah, I do. I'm doing a photo shoot, and I'm like, hey, I rent my house out because I was like really marketing my house, and I only do photo shoots now because I used to do films and photo shoots at my house. Oh, films are they're tough.
Yeah,
20 people come to your house, 30 people come to your house. They destroy your furniture, scratch all your floors, and I'm like, photo shoots only now.
Yeah,
and I was trying to market my photo shoots. I talk to everybody. I'm like, hey, I'm renting my house out. And then I happen to meet you, and then your photographer that you work with a lot calls me up, and I was like, come in. And I hope those photos turn out nice.
Well, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
it's the photographer, not me.
No, it's you, man.
It's all the photographer. It's all the editing.
You.
It's all the lighting. It has nothing to do with me. I'm just the prop.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll do photo shoots here. They won't tell me that it's going to be a nude photo shoot. And one time I had 2 playmates come here.
Nice.
And I didn't know they were in my bedroom. I just come in from outside, and my bedroom door is closed. And I didn't think they were in there. I opened the door. Photographer, 2 girls are naked on my bed. And I thought they'd be like pissed off, and they acted like nothing happened.
Well, if they're playmates, then most likely being nude for them is like drinking tea for us right now.
Yeah, and we're drinking tea, and we're manly men, guys.
Black tea, Earl Grey black tea.
Earl Grey with a little bit of some kind of lemon herb in it. A little bit of honey. A little honey, yeah, honey. And yeah, so photo shoots, yeah, we do a lot of photo shoots here, but even that I stopped. It's really tough.
It's got to be hectic because you have, like, do they even want you here, or do they ask you, or you stay in a room?
Yeah, I'll stay. I'll go to the coffee shop nearby, or I'll stay around. Depends on. Usually, it's only 3 people. It's the model, photographer, and a makeup, an assistant. Yeah. And so it's really easy. I could blend in usually, but for film shoots, I'm usually gone.
Dude,
I'll come in.
I've seen film shoots where like they'll take up the whole block.
Yeah,
but everyone gets paid though. So when people, I guess, when they go find these houses, Pasadena is known to shoot a lot of movies at the houses because that area just looks like Pennsylvania. It looks like the East Coast, the big houses, the trees. So they'll pick a house to use, but then they need craft service. Then they need this and this. So they're using other houses on that block, and those people still get paid. I wonder what they get paid. I always wonder.
You're talking about the neighbors and stuff?
The neighbors.
Yeah, I see that when I do shoots here, I did about 100 shoots here, film shoots, for about 4 years. Film shoots and photo shoots.
Okay.
Maybe only 1 or 2 ever got permits to shoot here. I was so surprised that nobody ever got permits. And so my neighbors started revolting against me for having shoots. They're like, you know what, Alex, this has got to stop. And
because you're taking, because the big trucks, the block on the street, and but they're supposed to ask the neighbors, and supposed to get their permission because there's people who put their houses on a location thing or whatever it is, and they get scouted, and a lot of times they don't even live in it. They just rent it out for movie shoots, and that pays their mortgage. Yeah, which is great for them.
Yeah, I totally understood my neighbors. You know, after a while, you don't want random people coming in, and they're not all perfect. They're either student films or they're small commercials or things like that where they just want to come in and out for a couple hours. But I gave that up no more. Now I'm just podcasting.
And that's why I'm here.
You got to do something. You're here, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
You're a tough guy to get. We finally got you.
Busy man, busy man.
Yeah, this is going to be the sexiest show. I'm not sexy. I'm just saying. But yeah, you're here, and it's good, man. We just talk about stuff over tea. We're about to reach 100 subscribers.
That's awesome.
Going good. So we love all of you, and so. But when you have a low count of subscribers, it's very relaxing. I can't imagine if you do a podcast and you have like 1 million, 2 million subscribers. Kind of have to worry about what you're saying. You have to.
Not necessarily.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
So it's crazy how the way I got into watching podcasts is I was on YouTube one time and I saw it was Full Send Podcast, and they had a thing with Pauly D. And I'm like, okay, I used to watch Jersey Shore, and I was just curious, like, because the clickbait is pretty much the subject of, like, to catch your attention. And I was looking, I'm like, I'm curious what really went on behind the scenes at the Jersey Shore house. So I clicked on it, watched it, and I was hooked ever since. Yeah. And been watching podcasts. I watch a bunch of them now.
Do they have their own podcast? Like Jersey Shore guys have podcasts? I'm sure everybody has podcasts now.
I know Vinny has one. I saw he pops up sometimes on the YouTube thing he has one. I'm sure a lot of them do, but Pauly D, he's DJing all over the place, so I don't know if he does or not, but Yeah, but a lot of them go on podcasts, but I don't know if they have their own podcast, but yeah, everyone does them now.
I heard somebody did a count. There's like 2 million podcasts. 2 million.
Yeah. And
I love it.
You know, so celebrities, athletes, influencers, they always have the upper hand when they start one because they have the backup, they have the fans already. So they can build theirs very fast. Building from scratch, that is a lot tougher.
Yeah. And the one thing I watch a lot of them. And the one thing that I like the most is when it's in somebody's house or it has some character. You see these a lot of podcasts, no knocking any podcasts or anything. What am I doing here? But I like, this is obviously my living room here, which I love. I like, you could see there's a lot of character, a little bit of character, have some guitars and stuff. But I see some that they obviously rented the place out. It's got like a curtain in the back. It's a stale table, and they're just sitting there going, so talk to us about your second album and all this stuff. And I go, those are cool, but I feel like we have an upper hand on those ones, at the very least. We got a little bit of character here. Just a little bit.
But some of them, these guys probably travel a lot, and they just, one of the guys that I do follow, he'll just throw up stuff on his Instagram last minute. I want to do a pod real quick. Who's available? You know, he's in different states, and they're literally doing from hotels, and he's literally having people that he's never met come in to do the sound, the mics, everything. But since he has a big following, it's not hard for him to find people. Yeah,
I'm gonna start doing that every morning. I'm gonna wake up. I was thinking of just doing one every single day, and just having people over, maybe make it a tea episode. Like every episode, just 2, like comedians in cars. Yeah. So there's comedians in cars. I could just do Alex having tea or something. Maybe, I don't know. I'll find something that really sticks.
Tea buddies. Not tea buddies. That doesn't sound right.
I could see a cool intro song for that. They're tea buddies. Having a talk, damn.
And they'll drop a honey goes in the tea?
Yeah, the honey goes in the tea, and then they take tea breaks or something. Yeah. Or I could have somebody come and bring tea in or something.
Yes, you can do that too.
Yeah.
You need a niche. What's it called, a niche?
Niche. I like saying niche.
Niche?
When you're younger, you say niche, and then you get older, you start saying niche.
That's right. It was niche. Yeah.
When you're younger, we always say niche. That's my niche, But then you get older, you're like, I could say I'm old enough to say niche.
Yeah, sounds fancier too.
And the thing is, a lot of people, if you say niche, they go, "Oh, aren't you fancy?"
Yeah.
So you don't want to say it because you don't want to sound like you're fancy.
It's funny. So there was a restaurant that I saw here in LA somewhere called Mark, but it's spelled with a C, not a K. And I bet you if you go to Europe, it's spelled with a K, not a C.
Yeah.
For some reason, because it has over here, since it's not Europe over here, they want to make it, seem more European, more exotic. But spelled with a K in England, it probably looks cool to them.
Yeah. Like I would love to. You ever wanted to open a restaurant?
No.
That
would be disastrous.
Disastrous, right? Because every restaurant fails. Like most of them fail unless you have so much cash that you don't care.
I just saw Kevin Hart actually. He had a plant-based, I guess, restaurant for the last 2 years. They just shut all of them down.
Wow.
Now, and
Kevin Hart, the comedian.
Yeah, he has a lot of money. So I don't know what went on there. I don't know how many he had, but I saw something pop up where he had this plant-based restaurant, and I guess I didn't even know he had one for 2 years, and now all of them are gone.
Gone. Damn. I see. That's the thing. When you try to grow too fast, do you know Dave's Hot Chicken?
Yeah.
Right. So they started the first one ever made was right here on Western.
Okay. Western
and just south of Santa Monica, between Santa Monica and Melrose, basically. Mm-hmm. And when they first opened up, it had a line of 100 people.
Yeah.
You had to wait an hour or two. And then they went from there. There's a little spider. Check this out. You see him? Right here. He's right here. You see him?
No.
He's under my hand, over my hand. Little baby spider.
Yeah, my vision's not the best.
He's right here. What should we do with him? Everybody in the comments. We have nobody is in the comments. I'm acting like it's alive. Hey, everybody in the comments. What should we do with this spider that's hanging? So I was talking about Dave's Hot Chicken. Yeah. So the lines are going crazy. So they're like, oh, this is going to last forever. Let's open up 20, 30 locations all around LA. So they started opening up all these locations.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, it's not a good idea.
They die out fast because they opened one up in North Hollywood, right on Lankershim. And when that opened, huge lines, this and that. But can you name the one fast food place that always has a line no matter what
Pink's.
time? Nah, not the hot dog place. There's only one of them.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like franchise, I think it's franchise, that anyone you go to, there's always a long line.
In LA.
Yeah.
In LA, what has a line all the time? Tito's Tacos?
No.
What city?
Any city.
They're in a lot of cities?
They're all over the place.
In-N-Out Burger?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, In-N-Out Burger.
Always busy.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
And they're always built the same.
Isn't that crazy? And that's since the 90s. I don't know how long are you born in LA?
Yeah, I grew up in Lakewood.
Wow.
I grew up, so I'm 53. So,
I would have never guessed that.
So I grew up in 1970, so.
I would have never guessed that.
Generation X.
I was thinking like 42.
Nah, Generation X.
You look great, man.
Thank you.
I'm 48.
It's not the Dave's Hot Chicken, tell you that.
I'm 48, so we're pretty close.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm LA native too. So yeah, In-N-Out yeah, you're right, has always had a line.
It's always a line. If you went right now, there's a line, especially the one on the heart of Hollywood on Sunset and right there.
Yeah.
That thing is packed every day.
We should know that street name. What is that? Lorraine or something?
No. Orange.
Orange?
I think it's Sunset and Orange.
You remember there was a shoe store across the street from it? That went out.
Yeah. And also too, to backtrack, during COVID, there was Quench, which was right across the street from there on Sunset. So when we would go to the park every day to work out, we'd go to Quench to get protein, smoothies, whatever, just to chill because there's nothing else to do. That shut down because they got vandalized. Everything got vandalized. The shoe store got vandalized. That got vandalized. Both of them are not even there anymore.
It's the saddest thing I see, especially after the pandemic times. You see a lot of places just went out of business, and it's just a sad thing because behind it there's somebody who lost their livelihood or a bunch of investors that, those big investors, you're like, oh, well, get out of here, man.
They don't,
But like the mom and pops that die out, and they can't compete with Amazons. They can't. They're done. And it's the saddest thing. You see, even as people who've been there for 50 years, that's even sadder that finally closed down. And I always feel really bad for businesses that die out.
There was a spot in Burbank. I forgot what it was called, and they got shut down by the city because they stayed open during COVID when they weren't supposed to. The city literally went there and they locked their doors. They put wood all around it because you can sit outside. And so we would go there and sit outside, and they shut off their electricity. They just got rid of them.
Oh my God.
I forgot the name of the place, but it was a cool place.
So what was the reason they got shut?
Because they weren't complying to COVID rules, whatever they were at the time.
Masking and all that.
Well, it was outside, so it was in the back. Maybe they weren't supposed to stay open. I have no idea what it was. But yeah, the city finally just said, you know what, we're going to turn your electricity off, turn your power off, everything, and then we're going to board the whole place. You can't even get in there.
Oh, man.
And that was a cool spot in Burbank.
Yeah. There's a lot of, it's tough. LA is tough, especially now. I feel like traffic is a lot worse than it ever was. And my theory on that was that now with all the rideshare apps and people ordering food online and all that, so you're putting even more cars on the street than there were before. So it's making the problem even worse. And there's a lot of cars driving out there nobody's in them. They're just waiting around to get.
Yeah, it's the Waymo cars. What's the drivers?
Waymo.
Yeah,
those are cool. I actually would like our city just be full of those. Just see all those cars.
I'm sure there will be.
And all people, everybody else is banned
from driving.
From driving.
There was no traffic. Actually, I was surprised. Usually the 10 is, got traffic. It literally took me 20 minutes to get here today.
Yeah.
I was very surprised.
1 o'clock is, I feel like every time I ask somebody to come and do a podcast, and I say, hey, anytime in the afternoon's good.
They would say 1.
Everybody says 1 or 2 max.
Because they want to come back. They don't want to hit traffic going back either.
Everybody in LA knows if you're going to do anything, the pocket, your time to get anywhere is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock max, because at 3 o'clock, forget about it. You're not getting home anytime soon.
But didn't a lot of people move? Like a lot of people moved, but then the traffic was even worse. It doesn't matter what time of the day it was. Now it's settled, I guess, better now, because the last few days that I've been driving, I'm like, traffic is not that bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
especially I think since schools went back in.
Oh, they went, okay.
And everything changes and they have less tourists.
Got it. Yeah,
I always trying to think of theories on traffic myself too.
Well, tourists come here all year round, I think.
Yeah.
Or do they even come here anymore?
I don't know.
I always wondered. So, you know how they have like the TMZ tour bus? They have like the whatever things. I wonder how many times these people come down here from who knows where, like Indiana, Wisconsin, who knows, all excited. Oh, come to LA. See all the lights on TV. And then when these buses take them to the Hollywood Hills, and I'm like, this is fucking ghetto. What the hell is this shit? Who wants to live here?
Right.
They must go back home going, this is not what I see on TV. Obviously, it's not, but yeah.
Yeah, like I see those tour buses all the time now. I'm like, hey, what are you guys doing here? And they go to like Beverly Hills and stuff. Everybody wants to see Beverly Hills. Yeah. It's not. It's just a bunch of mansions.
Well, that's what they want to see because they probably don't have it where they're at.
Yeah.
They probably live out in the country somewhere. Who knows where they live? But they want to see, because a lot of the times these drivers supposedly, I guess, this is where so-and-so lives, so-and-so lives. Who knows if that's true or not? I don't know. But they like to take them to like the monumental places. I'm sure they take them in and out.
Yeah. I would say I'm going to start a tour company where we just go to In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
And just wait in line. Have you been in and out recently? I haven't been in a while.
It's been, I don't know when the last time I went. I don't even know.
I'm wondering what the prices are for burgers and stuff now. Because I remember when there was they were like $1.50. They're like, you get a burger, fries, and a drink for probably like $2.50, $3.
No.
Now it's got to be like $6, $7, $8, $10.
No. So usually when I go there, I'll get a burger and a fry. And that comes out to like $5 something.
Burger and fry.
Yeah. I don't get the drink. I just get the burger and the fry.
Yeah, just give me the water. Or
I get a water cup.
Yeah, water cup. Give me a water cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I am. And you get I still, like, a lot of people like laugh at me because they're like, you're an LA boy. You should know all the secret menu stuff.
I don't even know the secret menus. The 4x4, the
Monster.
I don't know.
Animal style.
Yeah, animal style. The 4x4. I don't know what else they have.
I don't know.
There's a lot, I think.
There's a lot of shaming goes around that if you don't know the side menu, the secret menu. And I'm like, I don't really care. Just give me the basic stuff.
Yeah, maybe that's why, because I only order the basic stuff. I try to go as healthy as possible when it comes to, I don't eat fast food except for In-N-Out, because it is, I guess, the healthiest of fast food because everything is fresh. It's not frozen. The French fries are like real potatoes. So I usually eat that. But yeah, I don't get the chili cheese fries and the, stuff like that. The animals, I don't get that stuff.
What does your fridge look like? You probably have the healthiest stuff because you got to keep the body, right.
Keep the body lean.
Yeah.
So I have watermelon in there right now. Ground turkey, ground chicken, chicken breast. I'll get ground beef, bell peppers, carrots, broccoli, water, Topo Chico.
Oh yeah, you gotta have that.
Topo Chico.
You gotta have that.
Come get me, Topo Chico.
Hey, let's get some sponsors over
Sponsor
here.
over here, Topo Chico.
We'll wear your t-shirts.
I think I said it right. I hope I said it right.
Yeah, we'll wear your t-shirt. We'll wear your t-shirts during the next pod.
So that's pretty much what the fridge is. I do have a sweet tooth. I do like my ice cream, but I work out so much that, I'm hoping that it doesn't affect me.
How many times a week are you working out? I'm out of the gym now. I just do a couple push-ups in my bedroom.
So at least 5.
5 times.
At least 5.
Is that normal? Is that normal for
me? For me, if I go any more than, let's say 2-3 days, I get anxious. I have to work out. Yeah, it gets in my DNA. Like, this is my only addiction, is the health and the fitness,
which is a good addiction.
Which is a great addiction. So I have to work out. Even on set, I was on set last week. I had a 6 a.m. call time. So I'm up, 4:30 in the morning. I get wrapped at, I think, 7:30. First thing I do, 24-hour fitness near me, a mile away. I went straight to the gym right after work. And then I had to be on set the next day at 8:30. So I literally went straight to the gym. And it kind of sucks because I hate the rush hour 9-to-5ers that go to the gym. You can't get on nothing. So during the day, when you go to the gym, it depends where you go. North Hollywood, 24-hour fitness is all the actors and models that are not on set, or auditions, whatever it is. Yeah. They're at the gym. But you go anytime past like 5 to like 8, it's all the 9-to-5ers.
Forget about it, right? You got to go there like 11 to 2 is the best time.
That's a sweet spot, yeah.
Sweet spot. Yeah, that's when I used to go to the gym. I'd plan it on when there's the least amount of people, and I'd always, my favorite thing to do at the gym is going to one of the aerobics rooms, the big fitness whatever rooms they have with the mirrors, and there's nobody in there, and you take your little yoga mat and you stretch for an hour or whatever. That's what I like doing. I just go there all by myself and just stretch, and then I'd go home. No weights.
That's all.
That's it. That's what I like doing because it was.
Ever done hot yoga?
Relaxing. I've done it once or twice, but
hot yoga is a different animal.
Yeah, I tried it once, maybe like 15 years ago, and then I said, "Oh, this is cool," and then I never tried it again.
Yeah, I used to do it back in the day, and it does help. I mean, it does help, but no, I like to switch off with the gym, like gym, hiking. It's
hiking. Where do you go to hike?
I mean,
here in LA. We have so many great spots, So.
I mean, obviously everyone goes to, to Runyon, which is like the one spot, but also Fryman.
Fryman Canyon?
Fryman Canyon is good. What's the one? Griffith Park.
Griffith is
all
awesome.
Those three are usually the main ones because they are the closest ones. If you want to venture out, there's one in Pasadena or Altadena, I think it's called. It's called Eden Canyon. And so that one's cool. You have to go over creeks at the very end. You have the waterfall. So that's pretty cool. There's one in Malibu too that we go to. I've been a few times, but you literally have to park right there on PCH, and you have to walk across the neighborhood.
Bridge. And then there's a bridge you go over. Is that not the same one I'm thinking?
No. It's not. No, but you have to walk literally through someone's neighborhood just to get to the hiking trail.
Oh, okay, that's a secret spot.
So that one's pretty cool. I forget the name of it, but there's so many of them.
Yeah, and there's one. Oh my God, I go there all the time, and I totally forget the name because my brain is not right. But you go through Beverly Hills to get there. Laurel Canyon, Beverly Hills. There's a big lake. It'll come to me in halfway in like 5 minutes.
Beverly Hills.
You go through Beverly Hills, and then
are you taking Coldwater Canyon or
Coldwater something lake?
I don't know.
It's really cool. There's like a little pond there too.
Like Balboa Lake?
I don't know if it's called Balboa Lake,
but that's not in Beverly Hills. So I think
it's north. You can go through Beverly Hills. You can actually go there through coming from the valley too, but the name is escaping me right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have been there. I don't know.
You've probably been there. But it's really cool because you go there and there's nobody there during the week. There's nobody. It's completely empty.
Really?
Completely empty. I'm like, why is nobody here? You go on a Saturday, it's kind of packed, but you can go like at 1, 2, 3 o'clock on a Monday, and you're the only person there. And it's huge.
So let me ask you this. Are you I don't care what the weather is, I will go unless it's too super, super hot or too cold?
Yeah.
Is there like a restriction to where?
Oh yeah. It can't be too hot. It's got to be like today we're at 75.
Yeah.
This would be the edge.
So, obviously in LA, there's a lot of transplants. So like, it'll be like, let's say in the wintertime here, it gets low 60s or whatever during the day. You'll have those people who love that weather and love to go hiking in that weather. For me, if I am not shirtless and in shorts, I don't go. I like to be comfortable, enjoy myself. I don't want to be all bundled up, cold, trying to hike. To me, that's not fun.
Yeah. I like, I'm always going to end up sweating.
You'll end up sweating regardless. But just going, I like to be comfortable at least when I'm going. Because, for me, the weather, my energy feeds off the weather. And if it's sunny out, obviously it's going to, you're in a better mood, the better energy, better vibes, everything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to be cool, and then and if I could find a place to hike that's shaded, I like the shade. I don't like the sun because I'm like
So wear a hat.
I'm allergic to the sun.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You wear sunscreen?
I wear sunscreen. I wear the 50 SPF.
Wear a hat.
Then wear a hat. I could wear a hat.
Yeah.
I wear one of like a big ones, like
Yeah.
like this.
Like a sombrero hats?
around, so I get no sun.
Yeah.
I always feel like it's the sun's aging me.
Well,
And
I mean,
my mom told me that she's like, just stay away from the sun. You'll stay young forever.
you're supposed to get a little bit of sun, the vitamin D, like the whole
Yeah.
grounding every
Yeah.
day. Like, you're supposed to get, I think it's 10 minutes a day in the sun, or you
Yeah.
just take vitamin D. I take vitamin D every day also too.
Yeah, I got to supplement. my because I don't get out of the house much. That's why I'm doing this podcast. You just bring people come over to see me.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great scheme.
Yeah.
I've found the key to life finally.
The key to success is you find people who like to be on camera
Yeah.
and talk,
Yeah.
and you got a win-win right here.
Hey, we're making money here. We just need to get watch hours on YouTube.
Yeah.
Actually, I say it in my previous episodes that I'm doing this more for like it's kind of like therapy, just talking, get human interaction. And I never knew how much I'd like doing this because I'm not really a talker. I don't like talking. Like I end up watching the videos afterwards, and because I'm trying to not talk a lot because my mom, like I said, my mom's the biggest fan. She's like, you just talk too much.
So basically she's like, you're going to have these guests come over, drive here in traffic, come over here, let them talk. Ask them a question,
Yeah.
but let them finish the question.
Let them go. And then I go, I'm going to try that next one.
Yeah.
And I do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I just keep talking.
Yeah.
When you're doing it, like right now, it doesn't feel like I'm talking a lot. But
No,
when I rewatch it,
But this is a conversation we're
it's a
having.
conversation. She doesn't understand. My mom, you don't understand that.
Yeah, it's a conversation.
Oh,
So
okay.
good.
Random question. When did you go with the beard?
Oh, I've always had the beard. So when I first got into the acting, in the acting and modeling game, I've been doing this for 24 years now. And I remember my agent I had at the time, he's like, okay, you need to get some headshots, stuff like that. So I got this photographer and we did some pictures, and I decided, okay, I'll do some with the facial hair and then I'll shave, and then, so I'll have both. So I bring these to my agent, and they told me, don't ever shave again.
Oh.
Like, don't shave again. I'm like, okay. I don't like to, I mean,
Yeah.
I like the facial hair. Clean shaven to me, I mean, I don't know. I just don't like it.
I'm the same. I probably had a beard for 20 years now,
Mhm.
and I shaved it once, and my girlfriend goes, don't you ever do that again.
Yeah. And I wonder too, because like, especially at castings, I just went to one yesterday, and they always ask the guys the same question: are you willing to shave? And I always wonder, like, of course you're going to say yes, hoping that you don't have to, but I always wonder, like, I have no pictures clean shaven.
Yeah.
I'm going to look completely different clean shaven. Let's say I booked the job. All right, we're going to clean shave you. Cool. Oh, okay. Wait a minute now. I don't like the way he looks clean shaven. Let's find some. I always wondered, would that ever happen? Would they decide like, ooh, I don't like the way he looks now clean shaven. Let's try to find somebody else. I don't know. I don't think they would. I have no idea, because that's their fault for,
So has it happened?
No.
Or never happened.
No,
So,
but I remember being at an audition in the room, and they asked one of the guys in the room, and this at the time when the beard, remember the whole beard and tattoo trend was in,
Yeah.
like the long beards?
yeah.
This guy had the long beard, and they asked him, are you willing to shave? And he was like, well, it's up to my agent, because the beard is booking him,
Mhm.
obviously.
Yeah.
You shave that off, it's going to take you about a year to grow that thing back the way you had it, and at the
Yeah.
time you might not even book work, because there was a model that I followed, I forgot his name, but the whole same thing, he had the beard thing, and he wanted to prove a point that the beard does not get him work. So he shaved his beard off and did not work for like 9 months. And it
No.
backfired, because when you have the beard, especially that kind of beard, you're in a whole different category. And that was the niche at the
Mhm.
time, was the beard tattoos, that whole look. And Yeah. And now I don't think he shaves his beard ever again.
Parting hair. And,
the parting hair, you got, all that stuff. And
I like that look, actually.
yeah.
But it's gone now. Well, you still see some people holding on. There's some people you'll see like random. Are hipsters still a thing?
Yeah. Well,
what I don't know what like hipster.
What can be a hipster now?
I don't know. Like, are they? If you went to Silver Lake, I'd go to Silver Lake a lot, and you could visually see.
But what's the definition of what does a hipster look like?
It's what
is it whatever you make? Because look,
back in the night, in the early what do they call it? 2000 to 2010.
Yeah.
What is that called? The tens?
Well, let me see. They have the 90s, the zeros.
The zero.
I don't know.
I heard somebody call it the aughts.
The aughts?
The aughts for like 00 or something. I don't know. I don't really know. So, but back then you could spot a hipster, guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
You knew, but I don't see them anymore. So
I think that
I don't know what it is. I just was wondering, is that gone? Is it a thing?
Maybe the hipster turned in and made its own fashion.
Yeah.
Because maybe the hipster was its own little category, but now everyone dresses pretty much, how they want. And
yeah.
But I don't know if there's a definition anymore of you look like a hipster.
Yeah. I've always wondered, like, when did it transition? I used to have two. I don't want to call them hipsters. I mean,
but what do they look like? Did they have the beard, the tattoos? What was
they just had unkept hair.
Okay.
They made their own clothes.
Okay.
They had their apartment was full of vinyl albums.
Okay.
They had electronic things they would do. They would have cooking lessons at their house, and people would come over and they would cook and teach them how to cook. They loved wearing glasses that not prescription.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
But it was mostly about the music and nothing mainstream. If you talked anything mainstream, they would tune you out. No clothing with labels, making their own clothes.
They bought everything at thrift stores, probably.
Thrift stores.
Yeah.
And but then they would go and they'd have, you'd have normal conversations with them about rent. And when reality kicked in, you're like a couple of days, because I was managing the building, and I'd be like, hey, you guys, what's going on? They're like, oh, just give us a couple more days. And then things got real. But I'd go into their apartment, and it was, I would say, the coolest and scariest thing I've ever seen people do to an apartment.
And they probably drank bourbon, whiskey, scotch, old fashions.
Old fashioned.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were fun. Great. It was the most fun I've ever had. And I couldn't hang out with them, because I didn't understand what was going on.
Yeah. It's like they have their own energy, their own little group back then.
Yeah.
It's like the emo people.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the emos back in the day?
I love those emos.
I never understood it. It's just,
Do you always wear black? Do you like black, dark colors?
Yeah.
Me too.
I always do dark colors. I do have some stuff that's light. I do have white, I guess. I do have other pants that are different colors, shoes, different colors, but like, especially for the gym, always black.
Always black. Because you see, I always do black because you only have to do one load of laundry.
Why do two loads? I wash the blacks by itself, and then I wash the other stuff together.
Right. So I only have black.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you don't.
I just have to do one. And then the only thing that's white is like sheets.
Yeah.
And bed sheets and stuff. But all my clothes are dark, because that's the only reason I wear dark colors.
So remember MTV Cribs?
Yeah.
So they did one with the hell's the band? Travis Barker's band. Blink-182. And the clean cut looking guy in the band that's still with them.
Oh man, I couldn't name him right now. I should.
I don't know. Anyways, they did a thing. Everything was, all his shirts were black. When the MTV Cribs went to his closet, black.
It's all black.
It's black.
It's all black.
All they wear. Yeah.
I love it, man. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what it is. Because I feel like we look better in black too. It accentuates the face.
Black gives out. Yeah. It also depends too. Like, with especially gray hair or something like that. Mm-hmm. Black makes the gray hair stand out even more. I I also, like I was saying, I bartend the private parties. And to me, black should be the standard black t-shirt, depending on the weather.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll do these parties and we look like valet people. We look like the servers. Like we're wearing the white button-down shirt, with the black vest. I'm like, it's not really to me, it's not really a bartender outfit.
Yeah,
bartenders should be in black. We should stand out from the rest of everybody else.
Yeah, and you got those look, you're looking all with the buttons.
Yeah.
You're like, this isn't me.
Yeah, it's not.
Those must have been you must have done some crazy parties.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
I mean, we're talking 700. The last big one I did was 700 people. Who the fuck has 700 friends?
Right?
Who has
my brother-in-law.
You know what?
That's probably his house.
It probably was. It's funny because it was done. I think the party was at Hummingbird Ranch in Simi Valley, and it was all outside and everything like that. But it's because one of the companies I work for, all the parties are Persian, Armenian, Israeli, and it seems like there's always a wedding or a birthday party every week because I see the same people at the different parties all the time.
Yes, my Armenian brothers always throw these parties, and they all drive Mercedes or BMW, you noticed?
So I have a question.
Yes.
So when I lived in Glendale, I remember asking a girl this too that was Armenian. So the small street that I lived on, I lived by the Americana, and these cars just race down the street. And mind you, it only fits one car. Where are you going?
I don't know.
Where are you going? Why do you drive so fast?
They're going to get some baklava. They're going to get some khoravat, as we call it.
I asked a girl this who was Armenian. I asked her, I'm like, where are they going? She goes, you know what it is? It's that they have these expensive, fast cars, and they just want to drive them fast.
Yeah, that's
all it is. Show off. And I got pulled over when I first moved to Glendale. I remember it was about 105 degrees. So I'm in a tank top, Yeah. And I was driving home and I'm going this way. And the cop, I could see him coming the opposite way. Comes and I see him make a U-turn. And I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's gonna pull me over. So I get to a stop sign, stop. The lights go on. I go, what'd I do? He goes, you ran the stop sign. I'm like, really? I said, I saw you make the U-turn. I knew you were gonna pull me over for some reason. He goes, where'd you go? Store. What'd you get? Oh, groceries. You ever been to jail? You ever been arrested? I'm like, fuck, dude, what is this? Then he started asking me my tattoos.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I don't know. I'm actor, model, whatever. At the time, I think I just had my left arm. So it was a Hollywood, old Hollywood. He goes, okay. He goes to run my name. And then he goes, okay, I'm just give you a warning or whatever. Come to find out, he was looking for gang affiliation on my tattoos because it's especially in Glendale, I guess a lot of things go on over there. And the cop was telling me, he goes, yeah. So ever since then, when I would see a cop, I'd put my arm down because I didn't want to get pulled just for the tattoos.
Oh, man. Well, do you know if he was an Armenian cop?
No.
Probably not.
No.
I always wanted to get pulled over by an Armenian cop. I'm like, hey, man, come on. Let me go, bro. Come on. One Armenian to another. They probably would be. I would think that an Armenian cop would let me go.
But do you think they would put an Armenian cop in Glendale?
Yeah, I think they're all. I've driven by there,
Are they?
and I've seen Armenian cops.
Oh,
I've
wow.
seen I could tell they're Armenian because Armenians we could spot each other.
Oh,
from,
okay.
And I've noticed a lot of Armenian. There was actually a YouTube video I watched in Glendale. It was an Armenian cop going around showing his daily routine.
Oh.
I was like, this is cool. And there's an Armenian dude, and he's going by and roughing up people and stuff and joking around. That was fun. But yeah. What's next? What's next for you, man? What's going on as far as acting, and what do you like doing more? You like the acting gig, modeling gigs?
I don't have a preference. Whatever the work. I mean, I don't mind all three of them.
Let me get this a little lower just for
me.
Yeah, there.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there.
So for me, I don't have a preference.
Yeah.
Whatever pays. I'm always excited because every job is a new job. So it's always exciting to go to set. So if it's TV, film, a commercial, or a modeling job, I'm fine with all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I was sexy as you. I would be doing the modeling and I'd be doing the acting.
You grow a beard. the beard models, you can get book cuts the beard.
Yeah. I'm at the point where I'm like, I want to go silver fox, I want to like let it all out. Cause I'm like really gray. Not really.
Your hair on top is?
Yeah. And I've been using this thing called Control X.
I've heard about it. Yeah.
It's a shampoo.
Yeah.
So you gradually keep your hair dark. It's really great. So you don't have to, when I first started dyeing it, like maybe 15 years ago, they didn't have that out yet. And you had to like completely dye your hair. You look like, it didn't look right. And then they have this shampoo now that gradually.
Interesting.
Yeah. You never tried the Control?
No. So I was dyeing my hair. I used to use called Bijan.
Bijan.
It's Bigen. And all it is powder and water. It's an Asian thing. And I used that for the longest time until 2016. And in 2016, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go the whole silver fox and tattoo look. And because at the time, my sides were completely white. Every time I get my hair cut, sides are white. I didn't know what the top would look like. So I had to like just let it all just grow out naturally. And it was good. I liked it. And I had that probably for a while until I booked a job to where they had to make my hair dark again. It was a gray blend. It was for a company. They had to make it dark. And I hadn't seen my hair dark in 7 years or 8 years.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, fuck. At first I was like, I don't want to do this because if I like it, then I'm going to go back to the dark hair. I know how this works.
Yeah. Went
back to the dark hair and I kept that for about 5 months. But it's just a pain in the ass.
It's a pain in the ass, the upkeep. Women don't understand the things that men have to go through. Because we go through a lot of shit.
Because like when I would do it, if I didn't do it, then I would look like Pepe Le Pew. Dark hair on top, the gray on the sides. So I'm like, I had to dye the sides. So, but then, because my agent would ask, are you going to go back to the silver fox? I'm like, eventually I will. But then,
you've been called silver fox a lot. I'm assuming. Oh yeah.
But right now, I don't know how it looks to you, but right now, the sides are light. It's so weird. When my hair is this short, you know those pillows that if you go like this, it's one color or the other? So when my hair is this short, it's darker on top right now, as you can see. But when my hair's grown out, I could push it back. Then it's more gray. Yeah. So that's the difference. But so I shaved my head to get rid of the dark, to go back to the silver fox. Yeah. And then I stayed pretty much then. Yeah. Because I've always one thing about it, like the Control X, I've seen it, never used it, but now that I see how it works, I had no idea.
It's great, and I like having my hair short like yours, but then hair dye doesn't stick to the short hair.
Not this short on the sides.
Yeah, it's really tough. So I'm like, I don't like having long hair, but with the longer hair, that Control X, and after you get it to the color you like, you only have to shampoo maybe like once or twice a week to maintain it. And also works for the beard. So you like take a little bit in the beard.
Like my beard is, if I don't dye nothing at all, my mustache this is my natural color of the mustache. This is all white.
Yeah,
all
I'm
around.
The same. I'm pretty much the same.
So
I'm waiting till like I'm 60 to go full.
I just go back and forth.
Yeah.
That's for me. Like my girlfriend tell you, like I'm like like I just changed. I'll get bored.
Yeah,
I'll keep it gray. I'll go back to dark. I'll do this, or do that, do that.
Yeah, I follow you on your Instagram. Honestly,
I'm all over the place.
I see it. I've been following you for a bit. And your Instagram, I've told you this. Yeah. Your Instagram is legendary. Anytime I see your Instagram, I'm like, who is this guy, man? I'm like, it's like legendary because you have like all these, like it's like GQ type of Instagram where you look at it and you go, this guy lives like the greatest life. I know you as a person, like I know you. So, but if I didn't know you and I saw your Instagram, I'd be like, this guy is like who's this George Clooney? Like it's an incredible thing to scroll through, really. Because it looks like the greatest life.
Well, everyone shows the greatest life.
Right? It's like, that's what it is. It's your A. It's only your A game.
Someone needs to create an Instagram, actually keep their great life Instagram, but create the bad life Instagram.
Yeah.
And see how that one does.
That might be a good business venture. Yeah. It's like the shitty IG.
It's like they always say, like, Instagram versus reality.
Yeah.
You know,
This is the reality.
this is the reality.
You don't show your good things, you know, like when no makeup is allowed,
Mm-hmm.
no filtering is
God,
ever
the
allowed.
filters.
You got to show yourself only when you first wake up,
Yeah.
when you're having your morning coffee or like this.
Yeah. It's the same. It's the same with agencies. When you take digitals,
Yeah.
they want to see what you look like right now. They don't want filters. They don't want, we want to see what you really look like. Because a lot of people, probably don't look the same in person.
Yeah.
Because you can Photoshop at anything. I've seen when I used to live in Huntington, I had friends, and I remember this girl. I literally watched her Photoshop her arms and her waist. I'm like, what are you doing? You don't even look like that. It's just like I never understood it.
Yeah. I've never had to. I should try some filters soon. But I want to try some filters on my face, just see what happens.
Well, remember the was it the cat ears or the ears that the girls used to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are really my phone now. I didn't know has all these features where you can do that stuff. Instagram actually has in videos.
Mm-hmm.
There's some really cool filters. Like just for fun, if you ever send a video to your lady, like you do a selfie video, and they have all these filters that you never knew about. That'll change your face, the funny things, but like they're really advanced now, and there's a lot of them are made by creators. And there's really cool stuff if you ever check it out. It's really fun.
I used to do that it was a few years ago with the stupid filters. I did one to where it made my beard like jet black, and it got like over 700,000 views for something that's
700,000
for something stupid.
Wow.
It was so weird. I'm like, this really just took off like that? I'm like, for what reason? What did it do? It's just a stupid filter in there.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's crazy what the things you work really hard on probably get like 100 views, but then like the dumbest things will get.
When I notice when I post stuff like, let's say I do a shoot for a company. I get the pitch, I post it, does not do well at all. But I can go post a hiking picture shirtless over at Runyon, make it into a reel, and it does great.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. And I know you're into football quite a bit.
Oh,
a little bit.
Yeah.
Who's your team? Do you have a team?
Raiders.
You're a Raiders. I'm Rams.
Oh,
I'm Rams. I've always been Rams myself. I'm happy they came back here to LA.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I used to watch football a lot.
Raiders won last week. They're 1-1 right now. They won. They were down 23-6, I think, in the fourth quarter at Baltimore, which is hard to play on the road like that, and came back and won. I was kind of nervous because the Raiders are known to give up like last second field goals or just something stupid to where they'll lose. And yeah, they end up winning. So good job. They're 1-1 right now. The Rams are.
Or do we suck? So So how many games into the season are we right now?
The Rams already lost their two top receivers. They already lost Nakua, and they also lost Cooper Kupp last week. And now they're talking on the on ESPN radio about doing a trade. I don't know if this will happen or not. So Bryce Young was a quarterback of Carolina. He was the number one pick a couple years ago. Horrible. He's been like 2-16. He just got benched for Andy Dalton. They were talking about he needs to get out of Carolina and maybe him go to the Rams. Stafford from the Rams go to Miami because Tua's out now because of the concussions, and then someone else, I guess, go to Carolina or whatever. But yeah, that's what they're talking about right now.
Wow. So the Rams are done.
Their season's done. They're 0-2 right now. I mean, they lost their two top receivers. They're not going to do anything.
So I'm gonna have you make a prediction right now. I'm not, like I said, I'm not keeping up. I was a football guy before. I'd watch every
fantasy football.
15 years. I've not watched a lot of football. I watched the Super Bowl, of course.
Everyone watches the Super Bowl.
Everyone watches the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I want to go to Disneyland. This is a side. I want to go to Disneyland on the Super Bowl day, by the way, one day, because it'd probably be empty. But I stopped watching football, and so I don't know what the hell's going on. I know the game. I could watch a whole game, tell you, oh, he just did but I haven't been watching. But I'm going to have you make a bold prediction right now. Who's winning the Super Bowl?
Well, I mean, obviously, okay. If I'm being biased, I'm going to say the Raiders, obviously.
Yeah.
But, if I'm going to think realistically, I mean, it could be the Raiders. Why not?
Yeah.
I don't know, because people are picking San Francisco, but they just lost at Minnesota. Baltimore's 0-2. Miami has no quarterback now. I don't know. People pick the Chiefs just because of the whole Taylor Swift thing. So I'm sure the refs are giving them calls to where they probably shouldn't get, like they did one last week. They give the game to, they end up winning the game last week when they probably shouldn't have. So I don't know. The Eagles lost last week or on Monday Night Football. So I don't know. It's pretty wide open, to be honest.
And Chiefs won last year? Who won last year?
I think the Chiefs, yeah.
Chiefs won.
Yeah.
Who's the quarterback's name again?
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. He's great.
He's really good.
I mean, I think he's the golden child. He's the one. I'm a believer.
Because he came from, so his dad played baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So that was probably his first love, was probably baseball. And the way he throws the football, he does a sidearm. He did a behind the back pass, like in preseason. So he does stuff that is probably comes from his baseball pedigree from his dad.
Yeah.
That's probably why he's so good. He played at Texas Tech, came in, and I think Alex Smith was with the Chiefs, and then I don't know if he got injured or whatever happened, but then Mahomes went just like that.
He's too good. He's
young too. He's very young.
Man, I'd be scared. The only thing you could wish for is for him. I don't want to say this is not right because the last Super Bowl, I believe he had an ankle issue or something.
I'm sure they're all injured at that point.
People were hoping, the other teams were like, oh, I hope that ankles just doesn't make it. But he just pulled through. But I'd be scared to go against him if I was any other team. But hopefully the Rams will. We have no chance, but.
Raiders.
The Rams. Let's go Rams. Yeah, I lived in Chicago for about almost a year, 11 months or so. I became a Bulls fan, even though I'm a Lakers fan. I started liking the Bulls too. I was like, yeah, that's my East Coast team. Because if you live somewhere for a little bit and you go to a couple of their games, so I became a Cubs fan and a Bulls fan on the side. Of course, I'm a Lakers and Dodgers guy.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, I grew up more Angels fan, but I'm in. You
mean the AAA team that plays in baseball right now?
That team? Yeah. When they became the LA Angels of Anaheim or whatever, I said no, I don't do that.
I don't know how that team possible. They're in Orange County.
I liked them when they were just the Anaheim Angels, but when they became LA Angels of no, but the Dodgers. So I'm a Dodgers Lakers guy, and Rams, Dodgers Lakers Rams, the Holy Trinity.
So when I became a Raider fan when they moved here. I think it was 82, I believe. And then they won the Super Bowl the next year in 83 against the Redskins. But people have asked me too, because so when the Rams came back here from St. Louis and were going to SoFi, well, they needed a second team to be in that building with them. And the talk was the Raiders was one of them. But I guess Stan Kroenke was like, I don't know about that, because he knew if they had the Rams and Raiders in the same stadium, it would be a Raider stadium.
Yeah.
He did not want that. He wanted to be the top dog. So what do? You get the lowly Chargers out of San Diego, which no one watches anyway. So you got the Chargers to come in and be, in the SoFi. And people had asked me, oh, are you a Charger fan now? No, why would I be a Charger fan? I'm still a Raider fan. It doesn't matter where they go. I'm still a Raider fan. I would never root for the Chargers. I don't like any team in the AFC West, put it that way.
Are the Chargers playing at SoFi as well?
Yeah, that's their home stadium. So
I didn't know this. So the Rams.
So the Rams share the stadium with the Chargers. Stan Kroenke is the owner. He owns the whole thing, and he's the owner of the Rams. So I believe so. But he did not want the Raiders to overtake the Rams. So when it came time to choose who was going to be the second team, he chose the Chargers because he knew that they'd be below them.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
So they're playing in both the.
Yeah, but obviously the NFL knows they're not going to play in the same day.
Yeah, of course.
Or they could play against each other, and one would be the home team. But when the Chargers were coming here, they had to go play at the Home Depot Center, the soccer stadium.
Yeah.
That only held like 20,000 or whatever. They couldn't even sell that out. They were that bad. The only time that they get fans is when the opposing team comes. Raiders, the Cowboys, probably Green Bay, Pittsburgh. Those guys travel because they want to come to LA probably because the weather's probably better. So like that, they make it a weekend to come over here to watch the game.
Are they called?
They're the LA Chargers.
They're no longer sent.
No.
When do these things happen? I'm living under a rock, obviously.
A few years ago.
2 years. And you know what? Another thing I was going to ask you. When did the Commanders happen? Washington Commanders. All of a sudden I'm seeing Washington Commanders
because they had to get rid of the Redskins,
right?
Because of whatever that is. But yeah, they had to pick a name. The first year they were nothing. I don't know what I think they went the first year after they removed the Redskins. They went the first year as I don't know
the Washington football team.
Washington football team. Yes,
was that it?
Yeah. And then they came across with the Commanders. So now they're the Washington
Commanders.
I don't know.
I always wonder when these things happen and you feel like you're going to hear about the news or something. Mm-hmm. Like you don't always pay attention to things all the time. You have things going on in your life. But then you just all of a sudden see the Commanders. I'm like, who the hell are the Rams? Who's the Commanders? And there's other teams too happen in baseball. I saw. I can't name them.
The Guardians.
Yeah.
Well, same thing on the Indians.
Same thing.
Yeah, the Guardians.
Like when did they change these names?
Yeah, I don't know. They try to outlaw the chant. You know how they do the tomahawk in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. They're trying to outlaw all that stuff like that. I just read that the Nike logo.
Mm-hmm.
So the Nike logo was created by some lady way back whenever Nike started, I guess. And I guess they paid her like $35 for the logo back then because they don't know what it was back then. But they also gave her 500 shares. Those 500 shares right now are worth like $3 million.
Oh my God!
So at least you benefited from it.
Hey, $3 million. I'll take $3 million.
Yeah, and it's probably going to go up.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I want to thank you again for coming.
Yeah.
And hanging out.
Thank you for having me.
And hope those glasses I found are still working out.
I don't need them anymore.
We can go on forever, and I'll definitely love to have you back.
Yeah, of course. Totally down.
We could do the beard show.
Yeah,
we could be talking about beards, and if Control GX or Control X, whatever the thing is.
What would be great if Control X can send some product, and then as we're doing it, while it's staying in your hair, you can have a nice fresh Topo Chico. Drinking that as you're doing it.
We're selling out here, guys. Hey, we'll sell out.
Chico.
Anybody wants to
sponsors.
We get all the sponsors. I have 10 questions for you.
All right.
I don't know. People seem to like this. All our 3 fans seem to like this. I'm gonna throw these 10 questions at you.
Cool.
And then we'll end the show and I'll get you back to your lady. And I'm sure she's waiting, going, I hope he's doing okay. And he's saying cool stuff on the podcast right now. She's texting everybody.
So she'll ask, did you talk about us? Did you say about us?
Did you talk about us? Make sure you talk about me. Show them how much you love me.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. These are hard-hitting questions.
Oh my God.
I literally, like, you texted me about parking.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I didn't write my questions out. And so I wrote these right before. They're not great questions.
All right.
They're never great questions. All right, here we go. You find a bag with $1 million hard, cold cash in it. What do you do?
Well, realistically, you probably want to keep it, but damn well if you kept it, it's going to be traced and you'll probably go to jail for it, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
For you finding something, you'd probably go to jail for not returning it. Because all those are traced anyway. All those bills, they're traced.
They're traced, and it could be mafia, mob money.
It could be dirty money.
You could get killed.
Yeah.
It's not going to end well, right?
No, probably not.
Oh, man, it'd be tough.
Because let's say you try to take that and deposit in the bank, it could get flagged. I mean, they can deposit $1 million in the bank, but
you would definitely not want to deposit it then.
because I don't know how that works, because you know how they have the serial numbers, probably they have something on these bills that probably, if someone lost money, it's probably getting tracked, where if a bank sees, I don't know. I don't really know.
Oh man, that's why I got these hard questions, man.
It's tough, man. I did find $400 on the ground one time in Glendale riding my bike, and I deposited that in the bank, and it went well.
Some Armenian's going to be coming after you, bro.
Armenian, I don't know.
Some Armenians going to be like, I want that guy who lost my 400.
Hey, bro, where's my money, bro?
Aper. This is an Armenian would say, Aper, All right, well, let's keep moving so I don't keep you here much longer. So I think so you would not keep it. You'd probably return it.
I got to return it, because
take like 20 G's out.
If they wouldn't know.
I think, I turned into a bad person on that. I'm a good person, high morals, high ethics. On that day, when I find that cold hard cash, everything's out the door, man. I'm taking it, and I'm taking my chances. I'm going.
Go Costa Rica?
You probably want to hear from me again.
Get a private jet, go to Costa Rica, never come back.
I would do something. I would, I'd probably go on OfferUp and buy things cash, basically. Launder it.
That way they can have it now.
And make sure that you're not using a profile where people can find it.
Yeah.
Still, they'll trace you back. Because somebody would use that money.
And then they'll be like, where'd you get this? This guy bought something off me and gave me this.
I think there's no way.
There's no way around it.
There's no way around it, because that money's going to be traced back to you. And you might as well just get a real job and try to make that million the right way. So I think the best course is not to, it's a tough one.
It's tough.
Okay. You're a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
But you have to get your protein.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 a.m. and only things that are open are Taco Bell and Carl's Jr. Which one do you go to and what do you get?
Neither.
You need your protein, or you're going to lose your gains.
I will go home and drink a protein shake.
Okay. So no Taco Bell or no Carl's Jr. What would you eat? Would you consider just the patty?
No. It's not real meat.
How about the chicken?
No, it's not real.
Is there anything from either spot you'd get?
No. I used to eat at both of them a long time ago, but when you see that people can go to a McDonald's and buy a Big Mac and it still looks the same after 30 years, there's something wrong there.
Yeah. So neither one. All right, let's move on. Let's keep going. Let's make these fast. What is it? I can't even read my own. What's your favorite TV show of all time? Seinfeld. You were quick with that. I didn't even finish my sentence. You were like, Seinfeld.
I already knew. And I'll tell you another thing, a little bonus thing here. So my birthday is December 23rd. What do they celebrate on Seinfeld? That is December 23rd.
Is it Festivus?
Yes.
For the rest of us.
Festivus for the rest of us. Festivus. I celebrate Festivus.
Festivus is the great. My favorite episode still is when they're cutting the Snickers with the knife.
Oh, yeah.
That one's always like in my head.
Seinfeld has covered everything. I can go anywhere and be like, Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah. I love it. I mean, it's syndication. Yeah. I mean, they're just ranking. One time I was at, Larchmont's over here. Mm-hmm. So I'm eating. There is a Greek restaurant. It's gone now, which is unfortunate because it's been there since I was a kid. So I'm eating there and I'm hearing this voice right next to me.
And it sounds familiar?
I'm like, this guy, and I don't want to look over because I know who it is. George Costanza.
Oh, wow.
Is sitting right next to me. And then he's talking, but I could understand the voice, but he's not doing the inflections that he does on the show. I don't know why I'm Jerry. Yeah. He's not doing, but he's just talking his normal voice, but I can still take tone. And it was really, that's my George Costanza story.
I was bartending a private party, and a guy comes up for the party, and I'm looking at him like that guy was on Seinfeld, and it was the episode where the guy took Kramer to where Jerry had to wear these big glasses. The guy, he was a very successful guy, but then he got crazy. I forgot his name.
In real life,
No, on the show. And he had this gum that Jerry bought.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah. I forgot his name, but yeah, I remember I was like.
And you saw him, he was there.
Oh yeah.
Did you talk to him? You were like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, real quick, but you notice a lot of big stars come from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
If you watch the episodes back in the day, a lot of them.
Yeah. And I've noticed that they're all, you see more of the show now. I don't know what they did. If you see the full versions now, because back then it was 4:3, right? On televisions in the 90s. And then if you watch the shows now, they're doing some cropping. I think they're going, and it was all shot in film in the 90s.
Yeah.
It's all film. So now, so they must have the original, must have been shot wide.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I'm sure that in the Seinfeld forums, they're all talking about, I don't like this new version that they've cropped the bottom. Give us the old 4:3 version. You're taking away from the comedy.
But then it won't show good on the TV then.
I don't know. There's something going. I'm sure there's something going. I was watching them on my widescreen. I'm like, wait, this is not how we watched it back then. Did they zoom in? So are they cutting? I'm sure if I go on the forums or something, somebody's talking about it. Let's keep moving. This is number 4.
All right.
Okay, if you were an actor/supermodel, you probably don't say, I'm not a supermodel, man. Like if you're not an actor or a supermodel, what would you be doing with your life?
I really don't know. Because I've been doing this for 24 years now.
What do you see yourself as in your stockbroker? No.
Maybe I don't know. I know some people that are day traders.
Day traders.
That's a hard one, though.
That's sexy.
That's hard, though.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I see you as a doctor.
Dr. DiBella.
Yeah. Did you ever play a doctor on a TV show or something?
No. No. I don't get booked for those things.
You look like a doctor. You could totally be selling.
It's the tattoos. The tattoos, I think, kill it.
You could wear
the long.
They wear the long sleeves, and you'd be like Scalpel.
Yeah.
And then you'd like cut the person open, and then you'd save their life, or you'd kill them, and then you'd have to have that conversation outside. I'm sorry, you didn't make it.
That's got to be crazy. Walking out knowing that you just killed somebody, going, "Fuck, I got to just talk to the family now."
Yeah.
Oof. Not good.
Yeah. And you got to build a thick skin, obviously.
Oh yeah.
All right. Since we're all, let's get through these. Okay. Do you have any useless or hidden talents?
I mean, I could spin a basketball on my finger.
That's huge. That's a lot of people can't do that.
Really?
How long can you go? Like 10 seconds?
Oh, easily. I can switch it. I could switch fingers too. Like I could spin it, the ball on it, and then go from this finger to this finger, stuff like that.
Well, see, we're revealing things that nobody would ever have known this about you, right?
Yeah.
No, who knows this? Does your girlfriend know this? That you can spin a basketball?
Maybe, because we don't play basketball. Well, maybe because we played basketball at the gym in Glendale. We got a basketball.
Yeah.
We walked in, and I'd spin on my finger. She would try, but she couldn't do it. But I could do it. Yeah.
I'm sure she'd be really impressed. Yeah. And that's one that I can do, but I could do for like maybe 10 seconds, but like
I could do it to where I could, yeah.
You're doing that.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I'll do this. I'll get it spinning, and then.
But you have to do it on the fingernail.
Yeah,
you
like
can't
this
do it
tip,
on the,
right?
No, right here.
Yeah, like I do this kind of like a bendy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people, you try here, you're not going to get.
No.
It's too much friction.
No.
You got to go on there. But I always find those guys that do like 5 or 6 balls, where they'll take it and and then they'll transfer it onto somebody else's hand.
Yeah,
that's another level.
That's something else.
And then they go under their legs and stuff. I'm like, are you guys crazy? Who are you people?
I would be considered a novice when it comes to the basketball trick. Those guys are experts.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, you're about
for that?
Yeah.
Oh, easily like an 8.
You're an 8 on spinning.
Yeah.
Well, I would say I'm probably a 3.
Yeah, easily
3 or 4.
Yeah.
That's not bad. 8 is pretty
good. It's on my resume. So it's under special skills.
Is it under in your headshot thing?
Yeah, special skills. I mean, bartenders also on there as special skills too.
You actually have spinning basketball as a thing.
Yeah, I've actually wrote it down on there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty big. I wish I had a basketball here. I
would do it right now.
We would break the internet. We don't want to. We're already going to get 1 million views for this.
I'd want to do it away from this just in case.
Yeah.
What?
Do I have anything that resembles a basketball?
I can do it.
Okay, let's move on. Here we go. These are fun. See, these are fun, man.
Yeah,
I should start the show with these.
Bam.
Maybe I should start the show with the questions. Okay. I already asked you this actually, so we can cross one. This question was, so who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah.
And then you said
Raiders.
I'm gonna say Rams are going all the way. We're gonna make a midseason trade that's gonna destroy everybody, including the Chiefs and the Steelers.
Yeah.
We're going all the way because you can't beat the Rams. We have the best color scheme. We're in the nicest stadium in LA, except for the where those Chargers play.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I don't like this whole idea that we're sharing.
Yeah.
Lakers and Clippers have been sharing.
Well, they're gone now.
Now they're gone.
Yeah.
And I don't like teams sharing. You got to have your own place. All right. Steve Ballmer, finally.
Yeah. The Intuit Dome.
Yeah. Where is that?
It's by SoFi.
It's by SoFi.
It's in Inglewood. It's right by the Forum somewhere over there.
Oh man. So it's got it's like a big megalopolis of.
But it was a fucking disaster. They actually had Bruno Mars perform there the opening night that opened. Everything is face recognition there. So you got to do everything face. The Wi-Fi didn't work. So no one could get on. And I listened to ESPN radio a lot. And one of the guys on there, Steve Mason, he had went to the Bruno Mars and he said it was a shit show. You couldn't pay for nothing because everything was through your face. So
that's awful.
They were asking people to download you couldn't download an app. You couldn't do nothing. So I guess everyone was getting free food because when you go to the concessions to get food, there's no one working because it's all you get yourself, I guess. And I guess they had the security there and they're like,
just let everybody free for all.
They just lost money that night.
They're just giving away free. We can't have hungry people. No bad press.
You want to make it so high tech, and then look what happened.
This is Intuit Dome?
Yeah. This was the very first night because you get like 17,000 people in one spot. You got to have some very strong Wi-Fi to have everyone to be on Wi-Fi. That's the only way they can get in.
Wow. Yeah. Technology sometimes could be messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Every episode, before I go on to the next question, every episode, we talk about Korean barbecue.
I like Korean barbecue.
So we got to just talk about Korean barbecue for 5 seconds. I just got to say Korean barbecue, and then we've said it. You like Korean barbecue?
I love Korean barbecue.
We have another Korean barbecue fan.
Yeah.
And we'll have to. There's a new spot that just opened right here that burned down, right here on Western and Council around there by the HK supermarket. It's finally opened again.
Now, is it all you can eat or is it separate?
All you could eat.
Okay.
Yeah. I think pretty much all of them here in K-Town.
No, I've been to some. You've been to some? I've been to some to where you pay per.
Oh, right.
And that shit can get pricey.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. All you could eat is the only ones that.
It's like $30 all you can eat.
Even more now. They're like
$20.99.
They're like $44 to $45 now.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, at least the ones I go to.
I get the brisket. I think it is.
Yeah, the brisket and the galbi, pork belly is good.
It's good too. Yeah.
Just keep them coming.
Yeah,
and I don't give my energy to that side stuff.
No, I want the protein.
Yeah, do not give me that. No rice, thank you. No, I'll have some of that egg stuff they do. You know that egg? Do you ever get that? There's like this bowl and they steam eggs in it. Or
they do?
Drop, yeah. Well, you got to try that.
No.
You just have to ask them for the egg. It's got its name, but it's basically like they'll throw on like 3 or 4 eggs. And it's basically scrambled eggs.
Oh, okay.
It tastes exactly the same.
Okay.
All right, let's go. We talked about Korean barbecue.
Yes.
We're good. All right, so next question. Favorite road trip destination?
Probably, now road trip as in driving, right?
Driving, yeah.
Okay. Probably Joshua Tree.
Joshua Tree is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wilderness.
Yeah.
Going out there.
Yeah, Joshua Tree was cool. I bartended with a buddy of mine, and they put us up in a hotel. It was an Airbnb that they're having the party at. And so we just took a road trip out there, and we went into Pioneer Town, hung out over there for a bit, and went hiking on the big rocks over there. So it was cool. It was fun.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I love those road trips.
Yeah.
I haven't been on them because I don't like driving anymore. I used to love driving.
That's about as far as I go. Palm Springs, Joshua Tree. That's my max 2 hours.
I like it. Palm Springs, I go to, my family bought a lot of land over in Salton Sea.
Okay.
They thought, in the 80s, they sold it all. And then by that point, it was already a disaster zone. But now it's coming back. You know about the whole lithium at Salton Sea. Mm-mm. So apparently Salton Sea has one of the top, at least 2 or 3 reserves of lithium underneath the sea. So they're mining, it's called mining.
Oh, okay.
So there's big corporations going out there now. And something, hey, maybe that investment my family made in the 80s,
Yeah.
well, it's worth nothing. Now these big
never know.
corpos come in. There's big drilling and stuff going on. They're trying to get all that lithium for all the electric vehicles and stuff.
Yeah.
And outside of maybe one or two other places in the world, it's got one of the highest stores of lithium. For whatever reason, I read the whole history behind it, but hey, let's hope for those that land there to come back. Maybe, and those corporations might try to clean up that. Like, we're definitely beat out all the other podcasts for time already. Yeah. Because the last one we did was about an hour 16.
Okay,
we're already
we're way past that.
We're an hour 20
when you looked up.
Yeah, it was already 1:12.
Yeah, 1:12.
So let's get going here. We have 3 more questions for you. Here we go. This is kind of going to make you think, but maybe not. What's the most expensive thing you've bought that you regret buying?
I know a lot of celebrities would say an NFT.
Did you fall for the NFTs?
No, I never bought one. I didn't understand it. I had people talk to me about it, but I never understood it. So obviously, thank God I never bought one. But the most expensive thing that I regret buying? I don't know.
Tough ones. Yeah, it's tough questions.
That was expensive. I don't know. Good question.
You ever buy a car that you didn't like?
No.
You always like the cars you like.
Yeah.
Because that's a big purchase. That's a big purchase.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll come back to it if it comes.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, if you text me the answer, I'll superimpose it.
Okay.
All right, here's a kind of good one. I think you'll get this one. This is a good one.
All right.
Your favorite hotel in Las Vegas?
So I would have to say Resorts World or Bellagio. Let me think here. Hold on. I want to say Resorts World.
What is? I haven't even heard of Resorts World.
Resorts World, yeah, it's in Vegas.
It's new, or no? Am I living under a rock?
It's somewhat new because they keep building the new ones over there, and so I was there working. I did a photo shoot for them over there. So we had to shoot inside, and I loved it. The gym was great. Like I told you,
it's about the gym.
The gym was fucking amazing.
They got the nice gym.
It was really good. But they also had a lot of cool spots in there where I was able to get they had like a taco spot inside the casino. And then a buddy of mine who I had worked with, he bartends in Vegas at a spot called, I think it's called Here Kitty Kitty or something like that.
Yeah, I heard of that.
And it's a secret door you push in.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was literally by where I get the tacos. I had to ask somebody because he's like, yeah, come visit. And so I went to, I'm like, where's this door at? And she just right there, I was like, oh, that's fucking weird. I'm like, all right, cool. Cool little spot inside.
I'm going to have to check it out.
It's cool. Resorts World is nice.
It's called Resorts World.
Yes. But if you want to go to the cleanest hotel, Park MGM, no smoking allowed.
No smoke.
No smoking allowed in the casino at all.
You're really about the healthy lifestyle, man.
Yeah.
That's good.
I hate the cigarettes.
Yeah. I was a smoker for 20 years. I gave it up.
Yeah.
And no more for me. Yeah, I can't even
smell it. I smell it. I know it.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say for me, hotel-wise, I haven't been in Vegas in a while. Probably good 7 years or so.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's been a while. I'm sure there's a lot of things going on, but I always stayed at nobody laugh at me, but I always stay at the Wynn.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know what it is. I'm an interior design guy. I love interior design.
Okay.
I love the way it's set up in the rooms and everything else. After I went to the Wynn, I'm sure that it's changed now. But anywhere else I stayed after the Wynn, just didn't work, and it's really expensive. But I was like, hey, once you stay at the Wynn, you never want. I'm sure it looks like crap now because
I don't know. Well,
I went there when it first opened, so everything was clean. But if you go into those rooms now, I'm sure they're beat up.
I'm sure.
So let's move on. Get the last question.
All right.
I hope it's a good one.
All right.
And then we'll let you go. We'll let you go back to the
Arts District.
The Arts District. Okay. What other city would you be living in if you weren't living in LA?
What other
city would you rather live in?
The Arts District, where I live now. I have never lived
outside of LA, I mean.
Oh, outside of LA?
Outside of
Miami's nice. It's just humid as hell there.
Yeah.
I like Miami.
Humidity is a killer.
It's just fucking humidity. It's just unbearable.
Like Chicago.
But at least Miami has the beaches. It has, other stuff there. Yeah, probably Miami. 'Cause we just went to Miami a few weeks ago. And so it's nice that it's very humid.
Yeah. Humidity.
Yeah, it's too much, man.
I don't know how people do it.
I don't.
You have to take a shower like 4 times a day.
And they have fucking dress codes there during the day.
Dress codes?
Dress codes during the day. We reserved
to like bars and stuff?
Yes, we reserved a brunch spot at Rosa Sky. And literally it was walking distance from a hotel, thank God. And I get there and white shorts. I'm in a white tank top, but not a beater. I was in just a loose white tank top. And the guy at the front was like, I don't know if they're gonna let you in. I'm like, why? He goes, no tank tops. I'm like, no tank tops. It's 2 p.m. It's 90 and humid. And we're gonna be eating outside. I'm like, what's with the dress code? So this guy was like, hold on, let me take a picture of you and send it to my manager. I'm like, all right. But he's like, no, how about you guys stand together? It looks better. If you're by yourself, probably no. So took a picture together and they let us in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I was wondering, I'm like, what's the dress code there?
And the lady friends will always save you with the doorman.
It was so weird.
If the doorman sees you with a nice lady, they always let you in. They're like, no, it's okay.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've never been to Miami. That's the one reason, is because of the heat. Maybe I'll go there in the winter or something.
Yeah. We go in August because my girlfriend's birthday is in August. So we've went there the last 2 years. So it's the hottest time, but it doesn't get more than like 90 degrees there.
Yeah.
93 maybe, but it's just the humidity that gets you.
I want to go for the nude beaches, honestly, just for me. Or topless. No, isn't there? I remember my friend went there and he's like,
I don't know.
Oh man, there's so many titties out in the.
I don't know if that's in Miami. I'm sure it's probably in one of the beaches out there. I don't know where though, but I'm sure it's there somewhere.
The secret beach.
The
secret beach.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find that on Google.
Yeah, that's a good way to end our pod, talking about the nude beaches, guys.
Nude beaches and humidity.
All right, well, we'll have to thank you. Those are great answers. I appreciate you coming out today.
Yeah, thank
good
you
to
for
see you
having me.
again. It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, and it's good to see you again, man.
Yeah, congrats on the new
show. Probably like in a week, I'm like give up on it.
But it was fun while it lasted. At least I can say I've been on one and I'm good now.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, did you see my podcast show, man?
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be something. The thing is, it's in my house.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier for me to keep it up.
Way easier.
Yeah.
You have everything set up.
And have people coming by all the time.
Yeah. You don't have to go somewhere to set up and do lighting and shit like that. You have everything ready to go. Someone could sit in the seat. Yeah. And you can start it and you just keep posting them.
When my friends come over, I force them to do a podcast with me now.
But you need to create an Instagram.
I need to create an Instagram.
That's the main
only
thing.
problem with me with the Instagram is I have to re-export and create a video up and down that's square. So it takes me just a little bit more time. I'm because I do all the editing. I'm doing all the filming, editing and stuff. But
because these are shot horizontal and they show up differently. But what you should do is go on to other podcasts that they post their stuff on Instagram and see how their videos are.
How they're doing it.
Do they have them small too like that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of them have them up and down. I did one YouTube short that's up and down.
Okay.
And it's not that hard to do. It's going to take me an extra 20, 30 minutes or something.
Just to flip it?
Just to make a whole new thing. And then it's not that hard. It's worth it because the shorts.
I heard shorts are good now, right?
Oh, like on YouTube, they got like 10x the amount of views.
And then you can watch the whole pod. Because some people, because people's attention spans are so small.
Yeah.
You can put you could put 10 clips from this one, but each one could have a different football. This one could have the beard. Yeah. So people could watch just for that.
Yeah. And then from the strength of that, they'll come
and watch the whole thing. Yeah.
Well, thank you again for coming out, my good friend Fred.
Thank you for having me.
And how should we end it? How do you always say like and subscribe?
Well, that's you could do. You do that. I think. What is it like? So like, subscribe, and hit the button.
Hit the smash that like button.
Smash the like button. Subscribe, comment, and follow.
And we'll put your if you want everybody to spam your Instagram.
Yeah.
Because our viewers, you're gonna get a lot of views on video. People are gonna, after they see this, they're gonna be like unfollowing you on. Sorry, man. But we'll put your Instagram up on here.
Yeah.
And anything else you want to plug or anything, or just last words, and we'll dip out.
I don't know. Enjoy your day. Have a good day. Be healthy.
Be healthy. And eat the green. Do you like the green juice?
Oh yeah, I have my greens every morning. I have a thing. A little bit of water, a little bit of, I'm going to say it the way I say it, a little bit of guilty, which is called OJ for me. You might want to cut that out.
Sugar,
I don't know.
Right? Too much sugar.
I put a little bit, but I also have the greens. I got from Costco, the green sticks.
All right.
I put one of those, and I put a vitamin C in there. Shake it up. First thing I drink every morning.
I'm feeling like after tomorrow or starting today.
On the healthcare.
I'm going to try to go back on. I'm going to try to get back on it. Yeah.
You
just need people around you that are.
You need people that are motivating people. Because it gets you that energy. Gets you that boost.
Yeah.
It might fade tomorrow morning, but it gets you good right now.
I need the motivation to get back on it because I was I drank green juice for like 4 or 5 years.
Okay, so
And then I got off of it because there's price, and I like to make my own green juice.
You could do it,
and so I got worried about the pulp. Now I take the pulp and I give it to my mom, and she's making cakes out of them.
Oh wow!
So I'm juicing a little bit more. So now that I don't feel the because I was feeling so bad about juicing and wasting all that pulp, now I give it to my mom in a big bag, and she's making cakes out of them. So now I don't feel so guilty, so I'm juicing them more. So I'll get back to it.
Yeah.
Thanks again for coming. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again soon. And
that's a wrap.
Goodbye. That's it.
That's a wrap.
All right.